Hello everyone, Richard here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the newest perk deck included with the Icebreaker event, simply known as the Hacker, and showcase a fun and practical thematic loadout to go along. So let's first take a quick look at what the Hacker perk deck actually does in its totality. First off, it grants you access to the Pocket ECM, which replaces your throwable item and is used by default with the 3 key. Once activated, it lasts for 6 seconds and has a similar effect to the ECM Overdrive when used after the alarm is raised, thus stunning nearby enemies and preventing them from moving or attacking for a short period of time. The Pocket ECM will also grant you 20 extra dodge after killing at least one enemy with the ability active for 30 seconds. In addition, any enemies killed during the ECM duration will restore your health, 10 if a teammate scores a kill, and 20 if you do. The ECM has 2 charges and a cooldown of 100 seconds for each charge. The cooldown can be reduced by 6 seconds for every enemy you kill as well, which keeps with the theme of consistently scoring kills. In addition to all the normal perk deck bonuses, you also gain 20% extra health, making yourself slightly more durable. When ECMs are activated before an alarm is raised, it will disable all pagers and electronics for 6 seconds. Looking at the dual use of this perk deck, it was clearly designed for people who enjoy stealth but don't mind taking the heist loud if things go south, and clearly functions effectively in either scenario. As a loud-only perk deck, it's actually not half bad either, and works especially well in congested maps where the ECM effect can really show its worth. In addition, it also makes escapes across less than forgiving areas of the map much easier, reducing the police's ability to pin you down and slow your advance. However, even with the additional dodge benefits from this perk deck, you won't have nearly as much as with Rogue, so expect to be taking around 25% more damage with Hacker. Thankfully though, once Overdrive is active, you can score some easy kills against helpless enemies and regain much, if not all, of your lost health. For our build with this perk deck, we're going to be focusing on a Hacker-esque loadout, staying below the radar as much as possible while making use of high-tech gadgets to make our heist go smoother. Our primary weapon will be one of 3 weapons. First, the Car 4, modded with an integrated suppressed barrel, as well as some other concealment boosting additions. Next, the JP36, a modern assault rifle, modded to resemble the G36C. Our final primary option will be the Union 5.56, and it doesn't get much more high-tech than a polymer-constructed center-ejecting bullpup rifle. For our secondary weapons, we will be sticking with a very efficient submachine gun, either the Compact 5, ideally modded with a suppressor, Kerr's foregrip, and sliding stock, or the Signature SMG, using a similar mod list from my previous video on the SIG. Our melee weapon will be one maximized for stealth while still packing a decent punch. For those who have it, an ice pick will do the job quite well, with a decent range and damage capable of finishing off wounded enemies. Our skill selection will have some gaps, but the essentials are low blow, sneaky bastard, hidden pockets, optical illusions aced, bloodthirst aced, tower defense aced, engineering aced, surefire aced, and body expertise aced. With this setup, we can maximize our concealment, dodge, and ability to perform critical hits, as well as bring along 4 robust and flexible sentries. Naturally, our deployable will be the sentries, with my preference leaning towards the suppressed sentry guns, allowing them to survive longer, especially when fighting alongside you and your team. For those willing to make some sacrifices to weapon performance or in reload speed and melee damage, the Jack of all trades skill, Aced, can allow you to take another deployable such as an ammo or meta bag, or even more sentry guns. The high ammo count of your primary and secondary weapons, particularly the JP36, allows you to maintain all of your turrets with full ammo while not compromising on killing power thanks to low blow. Using your Pocket ECM will not only leave enemies vulnerable to your attacks, but will also allow your sentry guns to get some good target practice and keep them safe from harm. While you should be using Third Law Aced for the additional protection, it's still good to mitigate as much damage as possible. Even still, it's wise to keep an eye on your sentry guns, as they will quickly be destroyed if left unattended or left in vulnerable positions. Try to place them far away from enemies or in areas that feed the turret single or small groups of enemies instead of large amounts to prevent it from being overwhelmed. While it is very important to keep the turrets alive and firing, do not bleed your ammo pool too low, as you still need to be killing enemies by your own hand to regain health. Overall, this actually turned out to be a rather strong build to use, and I was even able to play this on Death Wish without too much hassle, although a bit of practice with sentry gun placement and ECM timing is critical to this build's success. The ECMs and turrets seem to compensate for each other's weaknesses, with the turrets being more useful with longer sightlines due to the reduced damage they receive, and ECM being more effective in close quarters. Just try not to overuse your ECMs and save them for covering yourself, teammates, or when you need to regenerate health. Doing this will not only make you a valuable asset to your team, but also make the heist run much smoother and save you lots of time and headache negotiating hazardous areas of the map. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think of the new perk deck and how you like to use it in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe as well or check out my Patreon, both of which really help me out, especially being a small content creator. Finally, a quick shout out to all my Patreon supporters for this month: Ryan Webb, Only the Tank, and Garrett Sari. Again, thanks for watching, but until next time, happy hunting.